PrivX, the next generation passwordless privileged access management solution, not only removes risks of password harvesting, but also gives you non obtrusive monitoring with audit trails and searchable recordings of all sessions. This video will show you how passwordless works and how you could monitor privileged users with PrivX. Let's log in as Tom for the demonstration. Tom has a Linux admin role in PrivX. The Connections tab is where users could see the lists of accessible resources. Just by clicking the link, a user can access the server. Tom will not need to know the login password, as authentication rides on ephemeral certificates, which will revoke immediately afterwards. A user can connect to SSH Terminal from the browser, just like using PuTTY. The user can upload and download files as well. This feature is embedded in this PrivX HTML5 browser. File upload can be done by dragging and dropping. Files can be downloaded from the menu. Users can also delete the file in PrivX. Now, let's go to the Super Admin account to get the audit trails. By clicking the Monitor tab, super admins can see all the audit logs. Let's see the job just done by Tom. Detailed information of the connection is listed on the page. For example, the operator, access destination of the session, etc. You may also see the video of the session recorded and the details of what files have been transferred during that terminal connection. By clicking the time, users can play back the session. All activities done by Tom have been videotaped. You can also search by code in the search engine. PrivX will then list out all the content with the code. You may click on that code to watch the playback from there. Let's demo another function of PrivX, which is to limit the features of a particular role. Take Alice as an example. She has SFTP user and domain admin roles. Let's log in to the Linux server as an SFTP user. We can see only file transfer is allowed. Terminal connection has been blocked. How can this be achieved? Let's go back to the super admin and look into the settings of the Linux server. After I clicked the CentOS 7 server, scroll down to Accounts and expand the Allowed Service options. We can see all the features have been turned on for Linux admin role. However, for the SFTP user role, only file transfer is allowed. Therefore, with only the SFTP user role, Alice could only do file transfer in that server. All of these can be defined during setup. Let's go back to Alice's account and see how she could connect to the Windows server with RDP. With one click on the server link, PrivX will bring her to the Windows server. Again, no password is needed, as the access right has been assigned to her through PrivX. The user can now operate in the browser the same way as using the RDP client. It also supports file transfer. By dragging and dropping the file to PrivX, it will be saved in the Transfers on PrivX folder. After completing the task, her boss would like to review how she performed. The Monitor tab will reveal all the task logs. Super admin would be able to review the details of the operation, such as the type of connection, user of the task, and access destination of the time period, etc. The file Alice just uploaded is also being recorded. A supervisor can review the whole playback by clicking the RDP session. Remote access through PrivX is simple and secured. Most importantly, users will not need passwords to get access to privileged accounts, minimizing the risk of password leakage. Accessible features could also be limited during role configuration to prevent privileged abuse. Last but not least, the whole session could be played back for audit purposes.